But you know what breaks my heart? Like I said, I'm from Houston, and this is the Acres Home community, but you don't see them, if you're familiar with Houston, going out a lot in other areas like the Woodlands, the Spring area, areas that would be considered more middle toward upper class. Man, they're coming out here to Acres Home, 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, and they're really manipulating our people. I mean, one of the appeals that he gave, because in an argument, when you try to make a claim or try to prove your case, you would sometimes use what you have around you. And he said, man, look at our neighborhoods. You know, they have liquor stores and, you know, there's all these other things that he referenced. And of course, you know, this is a lower economic area and some of that stuff will be present, but it would be interesting to see what his appeal would be if he went to an area where, you know, the average household makes $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year. You know, the appeal I would assume would have to change. But it's just sad how they desire just to manipulate people of color and even other people. You know, our church is in this area, Living Word Fellowship Church, and we want to love our community well. And that means more than just giving, more than just serving, but it is about equipping them spiritually to be prepared for any attack of the enemy. And we have a really, really big one on the rise as we see Hebrew Israelism seems like it's growing by the day. And so as the Bible commands us to defend our faith, to stand up for the truth, that's why we're here. So I partnered up with Vocab partnered up with me, and we're here just to try to serve our community and protect our community spiritually. Those brothers, they didn't want to engage us at all. They didn't want to even have a conversation. In fact, as I was holding the camera, I stood over by the fellow with the, I think the proper term for the haircut is a booty in the back. I don't know, but
you talk with the haircut.
Yeah. So he was standing to the side, and I made eye contact with him because he kept diverting. And I said, "Man, hey, how you doing?" And he just kind of gave me a little light head nod as I made my way over to him just to have a conversation, because what was starting to happen was that the brother that was yelling on the microphone, they had the speaker stationed a certain way that was drowning us out.
Yeah, they moved it on purpose. Yeah.
And in my mind, I just want to have a healthy conversation, right? Like a peaceful, civil, biblical conversation. And it was discouraging and also frustrating for me because I would expect brothers who claim to be so well read to be willing to have a conversation, to be willing to discuss and to be willing to engage. We might not agree, but to at least share with one another our beliefs on a more calmer level where we could actually get clear thought through. They didn't want to engage us at all. In fact, the moment I stepped toward the brother, he backed away. And I know that they talk about commands right from God. It's like a really big thing. But one of the things that God commands us to do is actually to love. And so I felt like he didn't love me. He didn't show any love or grace toward me. Even if you might disagree, even if you might hate my guts or hate the church or hate whatever you believe I stand for, the fact that you didn't even want to stand next to me speaks volumes about what you truly believe about humanity. And I think that's the thing to take away.
Yeah, man.